If I had to kill my homie, I'd be devastated. But I'd do it up to Thule.
Hello, oh hello, my name is. I said it, don't you forget it. Don't blame me, I know you hating. That paper, I'm bathing in it. I paid my own way, you feel me? Get with it, you gon' hear about me. Young black queen, get on the bus team. I'm doing me positively.
It's Machete, yeah, I'm young and I'm ready.
Alright. What's up, y'all? Your girl's back. Yeah, shit. What's up, y'all? Your girl's back and she's bald. It's your girl Qua'Nirah Money and I am back for a crack. But yeah, so today's story time is gonna be the time don't mind my hair, y'all, cause yeah, I had to do it by myself because my face is fake, but that's a whole different story. Say hey, babe. So my YouTube channel crazy.
Hey, Machete's YouTube.
But yeah. So alright, I'm about to put you on the charger real fast. Alright, babe. In this story time, I'm always talking about the time I had a fake friend, and I'm gonna name her dang, what's the girl's name of 101, baby? Brianna. We're gonna name her Brianna because Brianna of, yeah, you know, Brianna. We're gonna name her Brianna. And backstory on me and Brianna was cool. We were, first and foremost, disclaimer, I don't got any beef or animosity with anybody. I'm not telling this story because I'm still mad. I'm not telling this story to bash anybody. I'm just telling it so y'all can know what red flags and signs and all of that to look out for, to see if this is going to happen to you, and also just to share my experience because I like watching other people's experiences on what happened. So I'm gonna share mine. Period. But yeah, back to the story. So me and Brianna was cool when we were younger. I met her one time when we were younger because we had mutual friends. I didn't know her though. So we went to a sleepover and I met her when I was like 10 years old. If she's watching this video or if you know us personally, you probably picking up what I'm putting down, but whatever, I'm not ashamed of it. I ain't saying nothing a liar, I ain't saying nothing false, so I don't care. But yeah, I met her. I went to a sleepover once when I was 10 years old, and yo, I can't focus. I went to a sleepover when I was 10 years old, and I met her because we had mutual friends. I didn't know her. I don't remember really talking to her, like our conversations or anything. She just has a very distinctive voice. So it was one of them voices is like, if you hear it again, you would know that was her that had that voice, right? So, yeah. So I met her when I was 10. I haven't seen her since, as long as I can remember. I don't remember seeing her since, or if we did see each other, we didn't have a conversation, or it wasn't like nothing like that, like, oh, I know you, until we went to high school. Brianna has a brother, and we're going to name her brother Arnaz. Even though Arnaz ain't Brianna's brother, but we're going to name her brother Arnaz. So Brianna's brother Arnaz is a twin. So now if you wasn't picking it up when I'm putting down, you're really picking it up now, okay? So Brianna's brother is a twin. His name is Arnaz. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So me and Arnaz went to school for the same thing. I went to an academy school. If you know me, you know. I'm going to stop saying that though. But I went to academy school. Me and Arnaz ended up being in the same academy. I didn't talk to Brianna or nothing. I didn't really even talk to Arnaz until one day we had this lockdown. Me and him got cool. We had classes together, and that was it. But freshman year in high school, our classes used to be like, you have 4 classes from September to January, and then from January to June you have 4 other classes. So you met half of your classmates in January. So I met Arnaz in September, and I didn't have no classes with her in the September semester. I don't think so. I don't believe so. But I had 2 classes with her in the January semester. So I met her after I met Arnaz. Like, I met her that one time when we was 10, but I met her after I met Arnaz. So then we had history together, I believe, or something like that. And her voice was distinctive, so I knew her voice, and that's how I was like, oh, are you this person from blah, 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 sleepover, or whatever? And she was like, yeah, that's me. Like, I remember you, you remember me. Then we had a mutual friend that was upperclassmen, so we was cool and we was talking about him. So then me and her became close, and one day, so after that lockdown, freshman year, the lockdown happened in like November. Me and Inez decided we were going to become best friends. I had a boyfriend, I was in a relationship. He had a girlfriend, he was in a relationship. We was just going to be best friends because we were cool people. Like, we were just close, you feel me? Like, we were just having matching energy. So we were like, yo, we're going to be cool. And then we used to kick all the time, and then we used to FaceTime all the time. And we was like, yeah, that's my best friend. So that's kind of what happened. So that's what happened between me and Inez. That's why we became best friends. This whole thing happened before Brianna. Like, before me and Brianna even got cool. So second semester rolls around. Me and Inez is still best friends. We still chatting it out. We still FaceTiming. We still texting. We still cool. But then, me and Brianna get cool. Like, you feel me? We had lunch together. We were just cool peoples. We was cool peoples too, but I did not text or FaceTime her. I did not text or FaceTime Brianna. I only texted and FaceTime Inez because Brianna had like some Galaxy or some weird type of phone that you couldn't FaceTime on, so I was not FaceTime her. Like, I'm sure we used to like Instagram back and forth or something, or take pictures, blah blah blah, stuff like that, but like we just wasn't as close as me and Inez was. Then after all of that happens with me and Brianna gets cool. This is all freshman year. We ain't really like that freshman year. Me and Inez is really close to freshman year. So anyway, long story short, move past me in sophomore year, me and Inez are established as best friends. We have pictures together and everything. Like, everybody knows we're best friends. Everybody knows I'm still in a relationship. He's still in a relationship. He in a different relationship sophomore year. But either way, it wasn't like that. I was still in my relationship. We were best friends. That's it. So me and Brianna ended up getting cool. We had another class together. Inez we was in the same academy, which was drama. So people were in the school play. I wasn't. I cheered, so I got closer with Brianna than Inez because Inez was in the school play, and me and Brianna cheered together. The play rolls around. Ooh. Cap? I feel like this is Cap. I'm trying to think. She was in my Sweet 16 before I went to her house. Anyway, so we got cool. I started picking people from my Sweet 16. Inez could not be in my Sweet 16 because he had a play, which was Cap because he could have. But he was in my Sweet 16 because he had a play. Me and Brianna was cooler, so... Well, no, me and Brianna was never cooler than Inez, but we were getting closer than me and Inez was. So then, when she was in my Sweet 16, I don't remember, like, her being in my Sweet 16 before I stayed over, but, like, she was in my Sweet 16. Oh, I'm gonna just say, the person I was in a relationship with at the time, I'm gonna name him Flex. I'm gonna just name him Flex, because since we're on the topic of one-on-one. But yeah, so that's just going to be for future reference. But Brianna was in my Sweet 16. Flex was in my Sweet 16 too. We was not dating anymore. Me and Flex had broke up in October of sophomore year. And me and Brianna was just cool. We was cool. We was talking. I'm sure I had said something to her about the breakup because we were so close that she was in my Sweet 16 months later. And so was he. He was in my Sweet 16 months later just because I was already playing and blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't finding nobody else. And we was cool people. We just wasn't together. So anyway, that's not the point of the story. The point is, moving forward, after my Sweet 16, Inez was in a play. I have to go to the play for a grade because that's my academy, so I have to watch it regardless of if I want to or not. I have to write a 2-page paper on it. So I have to go. Whether I go today, tomorrow, Saturday, whatever day, I had to go to the play. So she was like, yo, Muda, since you gotta go to the play, you wanna come tonight? And I'm like, sure, whatever, I'll come tonight, I'll come with you. I live around the corner from the school. So I'm thinking she's gonna be like, yo mom, can you pick Muda up and we can go to the play together because she gotta watch it for her grade and we're going anyway since my brother's in it. But no, she was like, get on my bus and just come home with me. So I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, she said, get on my bus and come to my house with me. I ain't asked to come to her house. I ain't asked to her house with. She asked me to get on her bus and come to her house with her. So I come to mom, I'm like, yo, can I get on Brianna's bus because I want to go see the school play and she's going to go see Inez, so we all gonna go together. My mom was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, coming back to Louisiana, just make sure you get dropped off home after. Alright, so we go to her house. I go to her house. I never met her mom before. I never saw her house before. I'm sitting there, I'm in her room. We're laying on her bed and her mom's like, oh, hello, who are you? I get introduced to her mom. We've been cool ever since. Her mom is my sis superior. That's the sissy. But anyway, there's no beef or animosity anymore. I'm just telling the story just to share my experience. But yeah, so that's how I met her mom. We get ready, we go to the play, blah 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 blah. We watch the play. So we got cool. Sophomore year, we was cool. Like nothing weird. Just regular cool stuff. I was continuously staying over, blah 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 blah. Ernest and his girlfriend breaks up. We were just both going through hard times, basically, because it was like longer relationships, and that was it. So then, sophomore year, the summer of going into junior year, we all end up being at this recreation center that we used to hang out at a lot. Here they got a grant and they decided to hire youth people under the table, and they won't hire they got to hand pick them. We used to hang out at the rec, so they hand picked us, which was cool. So I continued to stay with Brianna and Ernest's house all summer because we worked at the same job. We got up at the same time. We got off at the same time. You know, we can go to work together. Like, there's no conflict in anything type stuff. So then, me and Ernest was going through hard times. Whatever happened, blah, blah, blah. We ended up trying to talk. That's what we were doing. We did that for a little while. It didn't work. But me and Brianna was still cool. So we were cool. We were still cool even after that. Me and Ernest stopped talking for like October. Oh! I'm skipping so many parts. So this is how she was Snake. So my ex was Snake. The part y'all were waiting for. So my ex, Flex, represent my Sweet 16 that I broke up with, or we broke up with. Mind you, we was going out for a long time, like a year and a half. So my ex that was in my Sweet 16 that I was beefing with some girl over him, like April. And me and her was real close. They grew up that time, like all around this time, by this stuff of us breaking up and the breakdown, all of that. Me and Brianna was close. So so the ex, he ended up going to the recreation center too. He used to go there too. He got handpicked, and we was working in the summer, Flex, and somebody had said something to me. It was like, yo, you gotta watch Brianna because I be seeing her and Flex, you know, float around whatever they be, and always by themselves, like just doing weird stuff. Now, around this time, I'm talking to Ernest. And Brianna's talking to Flex. So, like, it's not, like, I don't care. But it's like, why do you want to talk to your friend's ex? That's weird. So what do you want with your friend's ex? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. The whole thing is just, like, talking to your friend's ex is still weird to me. But anyway, I probably would have felt a little better if she would have got my blessing. Or she would have just been like, yo, like, I understand you've been through some stuff with Flex, but I'm kind of feeling him. So, like, do you mind if I even talk to him? Do you mind if I play him? No matter if I have sex with him? Whatever she was doing, my problem is we were friends. We were close enough. I was staying over your house every day that you could have told me, like, yo, like, that's the tea. Like, what's up? This is going on with me and Flex. You mind? Or, like, anything. Just anything. Like, we were hanging out so much that she could have been like, this, what's up? So I had said something to her.
Half the video got cut off, but basically I was saying we went on a trip at the camp place or whatever.
So Flex doesn't come to the trip. Me, Ernest, Brianna, all of us, we all there except for Flex. You know, my best friend, my cousin, all of us, we all here except for Flex. So me, my cousin, and Brianna end up sharing a room at the trip. So my cousin was talking to my boy best friend at the time. He, like, my boy best friend that I grew up with. She was talking to him at the time. And my cousin was up to my boy best friend at the time. I was talking to Ernest at the time. And Brianna is not supposed to be talking to anybody, but apparently she was talking to Flex. I still don't know, like, whatever. So we end up sharing a room, and my boy best friend and Ernest came in my room. So it's me and Ernest, my boy best friend, my cousin, and Brianna by herself. So they doing whatever they doing, we doing whatever we doing, like, and we in like two different parts of the room. And I just hear her on the phone with somebody. She's like, yo, on FaceTime. So I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to be minding her business, but let's see who she's talking to, type stuff, because it's like, me and Ernest wasn't public. My boy best friend, my cousin wasn't like public either. Like, we don't know who we want to know what's going on. So why you on the phone with somebody anyway? Point blank, period. No matter who you're on the phone with. So she's on the phone, and I'm just listening. And the person that says yo back, I'm like, I know that voice. But I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's none of my business. I ain't gonna say nothing to her. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. I'm like, okay. So I'm listening to the conversation, and they like flirting a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I know this voice. Like, who? And then it clicks in my brain, and I'm like, is she talking to Flex? So then he like, yo, what's good? Like, why you calling me? Like, what's up? She said, because first of all, I don't care who you talking to, but you're not about, let alone my ex, let alone my recent ex, like my last ex. We're not about to call my ex and say,
Muda and Ernest is all coupled up.
and I'm like, huh? Why would you just call some random nigga that's not your nigga, that you're not talking to or nothing, to just say something like that? I'm so bored and these people just coupled up and these people coupled up. Like, why'd you call him? Call your nigga. If that's not who you talk to, call your nigga. Like, anyways, so that happened and I'm like, okay, that was very weird of you, but we were still cool after that. We were still cool after the trip. We were still cool. We were still cooling. Like, we were still cooling. So, time you know it. She's still saying she don't talk to him. She don't talk to him. She don't talk to him. Blah blah blah. Everybody's being weird. She don't talk to him, and I'm like, I don't really care because I'm doing what I'm doing. Me and Ernest stopped talking October, I think. Like October, just some weird stuff happened. That's a whole nother story time. Comment down below if you want to hear that story time. But y'all gotta get me some likes and subscribers and all that for that story time. For my boyfriend, like when I talk about other boys. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'm still doing what I'm doing, so that's whatever. And then we at homecoming rolls around like November. So junior year rolls around type stuff, and we at homecoming. She is like dancing on flex at homecoming. So I'm like, and after that it was just lights off, hands washed, blah blah. You're not my friend, because F you talking to my ex, F you publicly doing stuff with my ex as my friend, as one of my closest friends, that me and my ex was in this public relationship and everybody knows, and one of my closest friends is dancing on him now type stuff. I don't know what else y'all did outside of me. Like, I don't know what they did. Anyway, after that I washed my hands with her, the situation, him, all of that. I was like, y'all weird, and you know, it's a no for me. Like, it's a no for me. It's not a go for me. Like, it's just nah. So I'm like, okay, y'all weird, blah blah blah. So after that, time goes on. Me and her not cool. We not speaking. I had said something to her one time. I think it was a dress, and I was like, why would you try to talk to my ex? Anyway, she goes, well, if you like my brother, like how you said you like my brother, it shouldn't matter what ex I'm talking to because you like my brother. What? This don't have nothing to do with me liking your brother. This don't have nothing to do with me liking anybody. I'm not saying I don't want you to talk to my ex because I like him. I would say I don't want you to talk to my ex because you're my friend. Or I would want you to say something to me as my, like, I don't know. Some people just think different. And to me, I was just like, at that moment, at that homecoming, I was like, if I had to shoot my homie, I'd be devastated. But I do it. Nah, really though, that's how I was coming. Like, how they be coming on TikTok, because like, girl, you don't respect me at all. And one thing I do not tolerate is people playing in my face. Like you're playing in my face. Like, I feel disrespected because you know what's up. You know what's up. Like, the worst thing is telling somebody how you feel about something and they pretending they care and then they do some weird stuff. And it's just like, bro, like, you knew what was up, so why would you do something like that? I don't know. More of the story is watch your friends. Ain't nobody safe no matter what they say. You know, watch your friends, watch weird stuff, listen to stuff, listen to your parents, because my mom was telling me something shysty and something sneaky it was going on, and I was like, nah, mom, that's my friend. Like, I talk to her every day. If she talked to him, she was on me. My mom like, alright, so listen to your parents and watch out for shysty, sneaky people. But yeah, we had talked that out eventually, like senior year, but then somebody was like, yeah, she said you used her to get close with her brother. And I'm just like, I was his friend first. Why would I have used you? Like, what do I have need you in this equation for to get him? Like, anything that happened with that was not because me and her was close, as far as I was concerned. Either way, I'm not upset about the situation or anything anymore. Like, we cool. Shout out to y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, we cool. So yeah, I'm not upset about the situation. I'm just bringing light to you guys and telling you my situation. I hope y'all enjoyed this story. I feel like it was kind of drawn out and kind of boring, to be honest. But it is kind of late. And I just want to post the video so I can post them up in 2021. Now I'm getting back on my grind. You know how that go. But yeah, I just want to post the video. You know, the videos is only going to get better and go up. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. And comment what is the most snake-like thing. What is the shystiest thing your friend have ever done to you? Comment that in the comment section and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We out on game.